Alright guys, I wanted to show you what I'm going to be making tonight for dinner, and I get to use my special little knife. Look at this. I'm going to use it tonight for the first time. This is grand. Let me go get my steak and I will show you that as well as my taters. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back for a minute. I want to show you I got a bag full of serrano peppers here. I'm wanting them too. There's my steaks. I'm going to have to get me a bag so I can put them, I can only cook one. Alright guys, I'm back and I have a red onion I'm going to be cooking with my meat, as well as, I wish I had butter, but I ain't got no butter with me, but I got a red onion. I'm not going to cook the whole thing, just part of it. And then I'm going to take and cut this potato in half and cook it in there with my meat also. Now I have done this before and it turns out really good. So I'm going to do it again, except I'm going to have some serrano peppers in there with it. So I'm going to start. Let's see. Let me get my pan. As you can see, I got something out now that I can quench my thirst with. So I'm going to take this beautiful knife that I'm using for the first time tonight, and I'm going to cut open my steaks here. Oh man. Now, does that look good or what? That does look good. Oh, Lordy. Ho, ho, ho. This is going to be excellent, guys. I've got to put my other steak back in the fridge. But until then, I'm going to slice this up into some big cubes. I'll probably get rid of a little bit of the fat. I don't want all the fat in there, so I'm going to get rid of some of it. Some of it makes good flavor, but some of it is just a little too much. And so getting rid of some of the fat, I've done that. So now it's time to cut it up. As you can tell, there's just a little bit right here. I'm going to chop that one off too. And then the rest of it's ready to go. All right, I'm going to slice and dice this thing. I'm going to slice it long ways first. Oh man, this knife cuts like a dream. It is thick. It does wonders. Unbelievable. So got it cut that way. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of that little thing. That's like a little gristle or something. That one come off. I'm gonna get rid of this other one in here before I slice it up. Okay, and then that's gonna come off. And then this one little piece right here. That there's gotta come off, and then I'll be good to go. Now, a little bit of fat gives you a little bit of flavoring. So anyway, here we go, guys. I'm gonna cut it up. Oh man, this knife cuts good. This is better than anything I've ever used. Oh, wow. Too bad I wasn't able to cook this over an open fire and get it going, but I wasn't. All right, so now I'm gonna open my pan up, which I got over here, as you can see, and I'm gonna take my meat, pick my cutting board up, and drop it down in there. Yeah, okay, my meat's down in there. Now it's just ready for my taters and onions and stuff. So I'm gonna quickly cut this here onion in half, because I'm gonna use half of it with it. It looks like I was gonna have hot dogs tomorrow for lunch, but you know what? It looks like that ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be having leftovers of this. I guarantee you, this here's gonna be good. Woo! This thing here cuts good, I'm telling you. So let me peel off the outer layer of this here onion so I can get to the rest of the good stuff. And then I'm gonna be ready to rock and roll on this onion. Cut it up. Yeah. Cut this end off of it. Good night, this knife cuts good. I just can't begin to tell you how well I like this knife. I'm gonna slice it like this right here. And then I'm gonna slice it in half one more time. And then that'll make a bunch of small pieces in there. That's gonna cook with it. They'll get nice and soft and it'll just be delicious. Okay? It'll just be delicious. So let me, oop! Almost stabbed myself with my knife. I don't want to do that. That there would smart. But the end of this thing is very sharp. Yep. Okay, I got that in there. So now I'm gonna take my potato, onion, I gotta find a place for it. So I'm gonna take my potato, and I really ain't got, well, yeah, I do. I'm gonna go wash it right quick. All right, guys, I washed my potato. Now I'm gonna cut this bad boy in half. Okay, because it'll be too much. I've got to save the other half for tomorrow night. Now tonight, I'm gonna leave the skin on it because I like the skin. So I'm gonna cut it in half here. Then I'm gonna cut it in half here. And then cut it like this. Quarter it kinda, okay? And then I'm gonna do it once again here. All right, and do my other one. I'm gonna quarter it, cut it like this, cut it in half. Boy, I tell you what, James might really like this knife. It is cool, it's a neat knife. All right, now I'm gonna cut them this way. I've gotta cut them small enough so that they take and cook. Otherwise, everything else will be done and my potatoes will not. And so I cut them small enough so they can cook too. And I'll put the lid on my pan after I get through, and it'll take and act like an oven there, and it'll be really, really good. I'm telling you, I've had it before. Oh gosh, there's gonna be leftovers. I know. Okay, now I need some serranos, and now these serranos, when I put them in, I'm just gonna cut the end of it off here. And, well, I might. Well, yeah, I'm going to slice it. Okay, I'm going to slice some. Slice some up, because these things going to be good in there with it. It's going to give it a little more flavor. Yeah. And so, get these things cut up. Oh my gosh, I love this knife. I need to be on a commercial with them guys for this knife, because I love this thing. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I do not take my seeds out. I like the heat. So I leave it in there. So I'm only going to do 4 of them tonight, because hopefully tomorrow night I'll collect some wood along the way, and I'll be able to have my fire, and then I'll be able to cook my steak over the fire, which is what I was wanting to do tonight. But it'll be tomorrow night, and it'll be extra tasty. And I want to cook these serranos whole over the fire, let them get nice and soft. Boy, they are just like eating candy. They are so good that way. So I'm gonna get this stuff. Okay, I got it all in here. Now I gotta season it a little bit. And I got a little salt and pepper I'm gonna put on it here. So let me see, maybe I can move this over and show you while I'm a seasoning. All right, so I'm gonna put the pan right here. You should be able to see it. And I'm gonna put some pepper in there. Pepper's always good on it. Helps bring some flavor out. Yes, sir, it does. You know, the sun's down behind the hill and it's looking, boy, it's beautiful out here right now. I just can't believe I'm out here. This is great. Okay, that there ought to be enough pepper. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of this stuff. It's called this garlic pepper. It seasons real good. I just love a steak that's got this on it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of it in there too. And so I'm gonna crank a little bit of it in there. It sure helps it. And then that's enough of that. Then I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt. And then we're gonna see how this here works. I'm gonna get my big spoon out so I can stir this dang thing. And then I'm gonna put it over the fire. And so guys, I'll check you out a little bit later. Have a good one.